Mob farms are pretty ugly. They are useful, but they do not look good. You will probably build them out of cheap materials like planks and cobblestone, because these materials are easily gatherable. This is a very normal mob farm, an XP farm. The mobs fall, take a lot of damage, but don't die, and then you can deal the final blow with swords or axes and collect the XP and items from here. This really is a normal mob farm. I mean, the water flows 8 blocks long, so these platforms are 8 blocks long, I guess. Endermen can't spawn, but spiders can. But, okay, well then how do I make it pretty? Well, one solution can be to use a different block palette and to provide it structural support, like a table. Now I must say that this design is way better than the previous one, and it certainly does look better with all angles. I mean, you can even build a support here to access the top in case something gets broken. But this does not fix the issue, the main issue with the mob farms. It is their shape, because this will look very, very off in, say, a medieval city. Another solution can be to cover up the whole thing in a big building. Now, you might say, well, no, that is crazy. But, it actually does work, and you can make multiple floors, like a multiple story building, and that will cover the whole thing up. But obviously, mobs will make a lot of noise, so maybe you do want, to turn down the mob sounds if you want to. But now here is where the bonus idea for create mod users comes in. You see, the dimensions of a mob farm. The water flows 8 blocks long on both sides, so 16 blocks, and 2 blocks in the center, and the 2 walls as well. That is 18 by 18, and we can also make it 20 by 20 if we make the walls too thick. And do you already get it? 20 by 20 by 25, which is basically the height for an AFK mob farm, gives us 10,000 blocks. Now 10,000 blocks is what Create needs to deem a fluid source as infinite. So you can fill the mob farm with lava. Now I had to destroy some of the floor here to get extra blocks, but you can just make the mob farm taller as well. And obviously you should have fire tick off if you're making the mob farm out of wood, else don't make it out of something flammable. But yes, this really is an AFK mob farm that is functional, and also an infinite lava source for whatever you need in Create. Steam engines, many recipes also include lava like andesite and much more. And these also use mechanical saws as to kill any remaining mobs that do survive, and also to put the items inside. Yes, that is right. Mechanical saws can also transport items, just like that. And because none of these items are grindable, they'll just be transported across. And yes, this mob farm does work. It is a standard mob farm. If I just get some, spawn eggs, and then place them down. Oh, whoops. I need to change the difficulty. Yeah, let's turn it to hard. Okay. So, let's say some mobs spawn here. If spiders spawn here, it's not really a problem either, or chicken jockeys or skeleton jockeys. I don't think they can even spawn here, those skeleton jockeys. But as you can see, the mobs die. Most of them die by fall damage, but if some do have armor, they will be sawed to death, and all of their items are going into these funnels. Even the chicken and the zombie dies, and all of their items go into these brass funnels and the vault. Now, this is a very compact way to make a mob farm and an infinite lava source. And mob farms give you many important items, or like many important things, such as gunpowder, which is in some create recipes, but also other vanilla recipes, rotten flesh, which you can trade, bones, bone meal from bones, always great for tree farms or other farms, and string, which is also in a lot of recipes in create and in vanilla Minecraft. So theoretically, I really do think that you could make this as your central base